Hello everyone, and welcome back to our Divide and Conquer version 4.5 Orcs of Moria campaign, or I guess Goblins of Moria. And I'm going to start this video off. Unfortunately, as I was doing some off-screen action, I inadvertently ended up regiciding Bree by killing Councilman Andy, and they didn't have anyone else to be their faction heir. So unfortunately now, the city of Bree is just occupied by rebels, and it's not even the same army that Bree actually had there, it's just other units. I did notice with my spy that the army in Hobbiton is what they had, it's all the Breeland militia units and all of that. But the one that's set in Bree is sadly gone, that full stack of merchant infantry and other Greenway units and all that they had. We won't be able to fight that. So really we're just going to be besieging Bree with just a bunch of goblins, but it won't be as grand of a battle, unfortunately. Currently in this campaign, I'm pretty much think that what we're going to do is probably fight these elves with the army we have here, although this army probably isn't capable enough to beat it, although with, two armies we can probably take him out. And then I'm considering how I want to do the Dwarven Crusades. I would like to capture both Erebor and Thorin's Halls, and then possibly go to Kirit Cathal over in the Far East, because how often do you actually see that place in a battle? But what I was thinking of to maybe make it better would be to do this as like a multiplayer battle, where I just set it up in a custom game. Like I would build my army and everything and march it to the gates, but then I could just do the battle with like a friend or something, and we actually, like, he actually really tries hard to defend it. Maybe I'll do that. That way it's more of an enjoyable battle instead of just, abusing the AI as we all tend to do in this game. But I'll let you guys decide if we should do that or not. But I'll probably spend more turns after this just building up an army and, going out into the world. We do want to take care of Thelor here. I want to definitely fight this battle because it is the end of Khazad-dûm. So we need to get a goblin army ready to fight that. It's just that we've had other pressing matters. But anyway, we're just going to peel off like these Snaga archers to go capture Mangalin and occupy that just because no one is sitting in it. We'll put in a couple more goblins just because of the public order, of course. Let's put all of these guys here. And Dukra will lead the charge in on Bree, in which case he will besiege it from this side. These Snaga can probably just get merged into, yeah, there we go, 2 units. We might need to put Tarzul in Mangalin. In fact, I think we will. Well, even that's actually not enough. We need the Shrine of Melkor here to actually get public order. So we'll peel off more of these goblins as we need until we can get this public order back up. Is that going to be enough? No, it's still at 50%. Alright, everyone's just going in, and even that isn't enough, but we can put the taxes on low. We can go ahead and besiege Bree with this army. It looks we can actually just attack it because we have the catapult. But actually, because yeah, we can't go on the walls, can we? Yeah, let's just go into it. We do have to fight Captain Herb here, who has a few stragglers of Bree, so we'll take those out in the battlefield. But yeah, apologies, this won't be some grand epic battle for Bree. It's just going to be this half stack of rebels. Just going to show you, don't do things off screen, fighting faction heirs and such. And unfortunately, my save was my autosave was after that, because of the end turn, so I lost that. This was actually a little while ago. I had done this, and now I'm just coming back to this campaign, and I saved, and I was like, oh, I'll just reload the autosave and fix that, but that isn't going to be happening today. Oh, I just realized I've messed up my camera keys on this build. I set the wrong ones for moving left and right. Oh well. It's going to take a second to get used to. I'll have to fix that. I thought, because I have like 7 builds of Third Age Total War, so I have to manually set the camera controls each time. But I digress. Goblin Bodyguards, you guys go here. Snaga will basically go up front with the Goblin Infantry. We'll use these guys to do the initial damage, and then follow it up with the Heavy Goblins and the Trolls. I really do like these Trolls, honestly. I just think they're such a key unit to the roster. Anyway, let's go ahead and start shooting down that gate. We'll just use regular ammo. I think it's a little more accurate. Is the gate supposed to be that open? I don't remember it ever being that way on this battlefield. Wait, can you actually destroy these walls? Huh. Oh, come on, guys. Shoot at the gate. What are you doing? Okay, I'm still getting used to these camera controls. Basically, I was supposed to set E and Q to rotate the camera left and right like this, but inadvertently I set A and D to that. So I'm using E and Q to move left and right, and that is so weird to me. Right, since they are going to just pull back, we might as well just bring the army up. Just get them closer to the gate. In fact, we have these overseers. They'll be useful in the front lines. Orc hunters, you guys move up, and trolls just get in the back or something. Alright, we're going to put it up to ×6 or something while we wait for the gate to get destroyed. Let's go ahead and pull them up a little closer. It's going to get a little laggy as we deal with the snow falling. Alright, that should be much closer. The closer our catapult is, the more accurate it should be in theory. Alright, and there we go. We've popped down the gates. Ooh, I just noticed this. Let us get the halberds in position now. Trolls, go ahead and charge those Green Ray Riders, while the rest of you march up into the city. They are going to charge our Orc Hunters, but we're going to countercharge with the Trolls. Oh yeah, Trolls are really good at killing cavalry. Come on, guys, what are you doing? Just sitting there. Come on, attack him. Yeah, hit him with the club. Do as Trolls do. They're already wavering, they're shaken. They're down to 53. Yeah, they did not like that Troll charge. They are really paying the Troll toll today. I do wish Trolls had area of effect attacks. I think they can only hit one guy with each attack, but still, that attack is very powerful. So almost every hit will be killing something. Like this poor man, he just died. The cavalry's going to try to run away, but they're going to run through our goblins, which is going to kill them off. Actually, I just realized, where's the rest of their reinforcements army? Because that was all there was on the map. Oh, here they are. They're just... Oh, that's crazy. They're actually out of view? So they weren't showing up on the campaign map, because look at that. I can only see this one unit over here. I can't see these guys or these guys on the mini-map. Huh. Yeah, I didn't know it was actually like that. I thought you could just always see where units were in Medieval 2. Oh, come on, these camera controls are so freaking me out. I'm just going to try not to use them. I don't think I can reset those bindings in this playthrough. I think I have to go back to the main menu. Yeah, let's just go ahead and rush everyone in the city. Catapults, why don't you charge at the Archer Militia? We'll let these two Orc Hunters just deal with the reinforcements. I'm sure they can take it. Yeah, Watchman, Bogard, let's go ahead and start skirmishing them down. As everyone gets into position. I really like this opening here in Bree. You have this huge open area where you can just set up a defense or archer line. And I think more settlements would be cooler if they had this really open layout into the cities. It would just help a lot, I feel. Now we are taking some damage over here. We are throwing the javelins at the Bogard. Let's get a little closer. They're only taking a couple of casualties. I mean, what do you call it? The Orc Hunters aren't the best at killing. But if we get a little closer, we should just be able to take them out. They aren't AP jabs, and they're not high accuracy, but still, a javelin is a javelin at the end of the day. It does hurt. I wonder if it's possible to actually edit the missile, like the model for the javelin itself, because they really are just little sticks. Like if you pause it as they're being thrown, they're just like little black rods. I don't even think they have a spear point. Or they might. It might just be a whole... Yeah, it's just a whole black texture here with a point at the end. But there's like no detail on this thing compared to if you look at it on the model itself. You can kind of see there's like an arrowhead on it or like a javelin tip, and they're brown. But yeah, when they get thrown, it's just a black spear of death. Yeah, we'll let them deal with this. I'm sure they got it. We just need to get our goblins up to the town square. Let's Let's get the heavy goblin infantry up here as quickly as we can. And we can even flank around on all these buildings. This is another thing I really like about this settlement, is that all of these avenues between these buildings, you should be able to put units under. Yeah, I can put goblins there. I can put them here. Like, I really like that. That's a lot more immersive to the battlefield, and I want more maps to actually adopt this style. I think it'd be really interesting if even just the generic cities, if they took, like, the base cities for Medieval 2, but just, like, opened them up and open up the streetways, like, because you can still have this roadway here, right, for the AI pathfinding, but to let people go through these buildings and bob and weave, it just makes so much sense. So we have about exhausted our ammunition there. In fact, we might be able to actually try the corpses and see if that lets us kill off these merchant militia. Like, send in the cows. Merchant militia will probably crush us in melee, since the orc hunters aren't amazing. Yeah, let's see how they like cow corpses. Yep, that is making them shaken. They are wavering. So actually, yeah, that is helping us. The morale debuff from the rotting meat is actually going to weaken the enemy's morale. I don't think it hurts ours at all. I think it just hurts the enemy. So we can just keep flinging this at them and hopefully cause a rout here. I mean, they're wavering. So if a cow head hits them directly. Yeah, I think it's an AoE fear debuff. I don't know if they need to be hit directly. I'm not really sure how this ammo actually works. I do know that it doesn't really do damage unless you hit them with the cow. But I really like the pestilent disgustingness that it leaves on the battlefield. And yeah, they are routing, which is good for us. And we are in melee now. Let's send up our trolls to go break the lines, while our goblins get behind. You guys move up. Goblin infantry, move up. You guys flank. Our general is in the front line, fighting as bravely as a goblin can. And yeah, since we need to get our goblin horde in here now. We're too spread out. We're too choke pointed. But it's just bandits that have occupied Bree with the falling out of their councilmen. With no one to lead Bree, bandits have taken up the city, and the merchants have been disbanded. Although a few brave souls outside of the settlement tried to come in to defend their home, even though they lost it to looters. I really like the Bree battle map. It is one of the definite better quality battle maps in this game. So we have lumbermen here. They're going to be good against us, actually. Let's try to flank and get our goblin infantry behind these guys with the halberds right behind. They're already tired. Wow, just from walking them around, they're already exhausting themselves. Well, I think it's time we get the trolls in here. And did we rout off everything here? We did. So we can send these guys into the city. Now you guys will have to fight them off. And actually, yeah, we won't be able to flank. They do have archers, so we need to stop them in their tracks. Alright, come on, trolls. Let's get that charge. There they go, running through our lines, knocking up goblins and men alike. The line-breaking ability of trolls just makes them so good. Let's see if we can get another charge with them. Yep, here they go. What is their charge bonus anyway? It's 10, so it's not like an amazing charge bonus. It doesn't give them a huge buff, but still. They when trolls charge, they will swing multiple times in that charge, letting them kill multiple enemies. And of course, they're also knocking everyone up at the same time, because no one can stop a troll from running through them. And now we just need to peel off another unit of goblins here to go flank these guys, and then once we get our trolls in there, I think that will finish the enemy off. Do they have the what is it, the green dragon, or is it, no, it's the prancing pony? Do they have that represented on the battle map? I guess it could be that building. I think all of these buildings are mostly the same. This one's pretty big, though. This could be it. Oh, yes. Yes, it's actually in the map. That is so cool that the prancing pony is actually featured in the Bree battle map. That's a really cool detail. I've never actually noticed that before. Of course, I've never really looked around either. It'd be cool if you could actually put units up on these mountains. Although, of course, you know, there's not even a wall down here, so of course, any attacker could just scale the mountain and attack into Bree. But yeah, let's get the trolls. You guys head down here. It's time that you guys charge into this force and rout them off. Now, lumbermen are very, you know, they have AP, so they will hard counter our goblin infantry, which mostly just rely on their AP, I believe. Or their armor, yeah. 9 armor, only 2 defense skill and 3 shield, so AP is really good against the goblins. Come on, lads, get into the battle. Like I said, once the trolls get in here, I think we will have routed them off. Although lumbermen have poor defense themselves, like they only have 1 armor and 2 defense skill. So even though like we're gonna be very weak to them, at the same time, you know, lumbermen are very weak themselves. They have poor stats, so if we can just get a few, you know, cutlass, like poison blade slashes across their chest, they will die. Of course, it doesn't help that our goblins are poor in their morale and vigor right now. They are very tired. Now let's see if we can get our trolls to charge through. Yep, here we go. We are getting charges. Keep pushing, trolls. Yep, they are just cleaving a path. Now, the thing you want to do also when you have trolls getting into melee is you want to pull the rest of your goblins through so that they can run in and support them. The trolls will knock down the enemy, allowing you just to surround and flood them, basically. Sure, some of your units will get knocked up too, but you have so many more in terms of numbers that it doesn't really matter. Just get your forces in there. As you can see, our goblin infantry is exhausted. And not a single troll has died yet. They probably will start dying soon. But we've made a lot of ground just pushing into the hordes of sellswords. Yeah, trolls and halberds will be very good at killing these sellswords. We're taking a lot of damage ourselves, but still, we're surrounding them. We want to use our numbers to our advantage. Even though we'll die a lot, we'll kill them a lot too. That's the name of the game as the goblins. It looks like, I think we lost 1 troll. But they are routing. They are starting to rout. All we really need to do is just slay these sellswords, and we will be set. Yep, everything is routing. It's just the sellswords that are fighting, and a couple, is it 2 units of sellswords that they have here? Alright, some farmhand pikemen are still going at it. But yeah, these trolls, they are just doing the damage. I love it. Come on, guys, get in there. Let's pull back. Let's pull in more of these halberds. Men just go flying everywhere. Goblins pour in to cut them as they lay on the ground, unable to even defend themselves. You have everything is routing. Just 57 sellswords remain, but they are not long for this world. Farmhand pikemen fighting to the death, lumbermen fighting to the death. It's just a slaughter. Come on, goblin halberds, get in there. You guys have AP. You can just get in on those sellswords. Yep, everything is fighting to the death. This battle is over. I think when a unit fights to the death, I think 1 hit will capture them. But they will be able to fight back. I'm actually not sure how that works. Because if they're routing and you have like a cavalry unit, it doesn't matter how weak they are. It just takes them 1 hit to capture them. So 1 hit should be capturing all of these guys. What are we still fighting? Are there still units in the town square? Nope, it's just these guys that are fighting to the death, and that is it. Oh, you know what? This is the version of the game where we don't have the. We should have finished them off because I forgot in this version we don't have the patch that fixes the routing bug. Well, let's hope it doesn't crash. If it does, I will cut it back to the campaign map. So let's cross our fingers and hope for the best. I think this is supposed to be, what's his name? Ulmo, the god of the sea. But I couldn't really tell you what event this is. He's just clearly causing a giant tidal wave to crash into whatever ship this is. These were just rebels, so maybe it'll work? Maybe I did apply the patch. Alright, we are good. We can exterminate the populace, or we can occupy it. Let's just go ahead and exterminate it. And that way we have plenty of public order here. We don't have to worry about it. And we can keep moving on into the Shire. Yeah, immediately we will need to get the Shrine of Melkor. And what else do we lose? Probably a lot of buildings. We don't need this Master Shearer's Guild. We'll keep the Dunedain camp because it gives us free upkeep. But yeah, that destroyed a lot of stuff. But that is okay. Now we can work on making Bree into a economic powerhouse of our own. And reinforce it with more goblins. Always send in more goblins. And now as we look around the world, we could try to recruit more units. We can get Mountain Uruks here. 3 turns to recruit them, and they're not even that great. That's it is what it is. In 5 turns, we can get a Flame Wrangler, so that'll be nice to have. What else should we recruit? I just want to get more elites pumped out, so let's get some heavy goblin infantry. And is that really all we can get for elites? What about Mount Graham? Yeah, you can't get anything either. We will have to fight this army next, led by Captain Tharsarian, so we'll take them out. And we'll fight them with Agorol's battle. We'll let this army be controlled by the AI, just because there are so many goblins. Now this army is a little threatening because the elves have lots of, you know, they have high defense skill, high melee damage, they've got really good bows, but these are also all tier 1, like, elven units, or tier 1 or tier 2. They're before the barracks event. I had to get a drink of my morning coffee there. Alright, so we have a lot of goblin infantry and a lot of goblin bands. So first we're going to use the goblin band, since they are expendable, and we don't really need the spears right now. Let's put them in a loose formation to kind of absorb arrows. And then we can keep a ballista and let that fire in at the enemy. Then we'll use goblin archers and Snaga archers to kind of counterfire. In fact, we'll put these Snaga archers up at the very front. Goblin archers put you guys into a loose formation. Now, our reinforcements should be coming in from their left, I think. So let's, we're going to put most of our forces onto this left flank. With 2 lines of goblins over here. That'll work. Mount Orc Hunters, just, we'll set them over here and see if we can get an ambush off or something. And then Agorolk here is going to be our primary aggressor. Let's go ahead and move these goblins out to the flank. And I want our ally here to be attacking them. So get into the battlefield, please. We'll let these Orc Hunters just kind of stay hidden for now. And let's pull up the ballista. We're going to try to skirmish with them for the opening stages of this fight. And our Snaga do have the full armor upgrades, so they're actually sitting at a good 3 defense. Isn't amazing, but still, it's nice to have. Once we get our goblin archers into a better position, we can start to really do damage with them. Even though they're only 2 missile damage, it's still a lot of missiles, and the elves don't have good armor. It's kind of lagging a bit. Let me get that grass detail down. It's always the grass. Alright, we are almost in position with the archers. Let's just get a little closer if we can. Like, we're going to rush up the goblin band. What are you guys shooting at? You're shooting at woodland warriors. That works. Yeah, let's shoot at these woodland scouts. So 3 units of goblin archers firing at them should do a lot of damage, especially as they are getting really close to us. Yep, here comes the shots. They have only 4 armor, so only 4 defense against arrows. So we will drop them really quickly. Let's go ahead and get Agorolg into position. We are taking damage from counterfire, but we have enough archers that it won't matter too much. Here come the ballista shots. Hopefully they will make contact. Let's shoot at these woodland warriors since they're kind of off on their own. I'll let the ballista just keep firing. Yeah, let's send these guys in. Give them the attack order. Agorolg, let's have you charge into these woodland warriors and take them out. Actually, no, go for the scouts. That'll be a good idea. Yep, get a good charge on those elves, please. Ooh, we gotta watch the ballista fire. Ooh, we really have to watch that. Now, the woodland warriors are countercharging us, but they should take a lot of damage. Alright, let's rush into goblins now. And you guys charge at or shoot at something else. Right, Agorolg, pull out, pull out, pull out. Yep. Alright, Agorolg, I want you to get over to this flank. And get around and start charging the enemy here. Alright. Archers, what are you shooting at? Let's have you shoot at those woodland wardens there. And pull out these goblin infantry and have them start to surround the warriors. Now hopefully our ballista can get a couple of kills here. Looks like they are making good contact with the scouts. So ballista are really good when they're not firing at something that's moving. Ooh, we've actually routed off some woodland warriors already. That's good. I think if we just surround these guys, they might rout too. Just from the sheer goblin tide that's coming in. Well, they are fighting well. Let's get the warriors deep into the line. Get the goblins to attack them. Come on, guys, start attacking. And the orcs have very high attack. That's their best use, but they are kind of a glass cannon. Alright, they're routing, so pull out. Alright, and we do have some units over here. What's going on this end of the world? Oh, our goblin band have just been charging the woodland horse archers this entire time to the ends of the earth. But now they have actually caught up to them because they caught them at the border. They are good against cavalry, I think, because they got the spears. Yeah, this battle is going a lot better than I thought it was going to. And we are slaying these woodland warriors over here. Warg Riders charging into the loose formation of the elves. Yeah, that is just going to probably instantly rout them. Yep, there they go. This battle was actually a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. It was a full stack of Woodland Realm units, but they just could not handle the sheer goblin tide that has attacked them this day. Of course, having the second army really helps. And I really like that. I mean, even though you don't get to command them, I like having the second army. It feels almost like you have a WoW from Warhammer. Well, of course, you don't really, because you have to train that other army, but it's just nice not having to micromanage literally everything on the battlefield. And once we get the wargs behind these guys, oh no, they are routing, so yeah, that will do it for this whole battlefield. Captain Tharsirian has died this day. They should have, if they brought a real general, they would have done much, much better. I wonder how many kills our goblin archers got. That's the real question today. And you guys just keep chasing. Is there anyone else who's still alive? Is there any big pocket of resistance? It might just be the guys at the edge of the map here. Oh no, they're routing. Our goblin band took them out. Wow, that's amazing. There are 31 woodland warriors over in this flank. Let's use the orc drought. And everyone just chase the enemy. I wish there was just a mass, like, attack all button. Get in there, wargs. I want you guys to flank the woodland warriors. I think this is the last unit that stands today. That's really cool. The captain there is like the palace guard. I really like that. That's a cool model. Yeah, here comes the charge into their back, and the woodland warriors will fall this day. Looks like there might still be pockets of resistance somewhere. You know, is it over here? Yep, there are 65 woodland scouts still fighting. But we got 2 Mount Graham marauders that are going to charge into them and kill, what is that, 5 of them that just died? 10 of them! Just 2 wargs killed 10 of them. Yep, and they are routing. Let's go ahead and just chase down all of the, every elf who flees today. Alright, that'll do 90%. And a clear victory. We only lost 600 to 2,000. Looks like our goblin archers would have got 102 kills. That's pretty good for just shooting with their bows against elves. Of course, these are lightly armored elves, so they are weak to arrows. It's similar to rangers. Like, rangers are really good archers from range, but if they get shot at, they will take lots of damage because they have light armor. Like, good frontline archers, like good archers to have to actually take missiles would be something like Condish hunters, because they have a shield value. Gondor archers, because they have, you know, the plate armor. Black shield, just anything with heavy armor or a shield, especially shielded archers. We're going to execute all of them, because why would we keep them alive? And we've sacked their camp. We could move down to Duenberg, and then Rosgabel. We do have this army by Ishmog just wandering around. I don't know what he was doing. Where were we going with him? Oh, you know what? I think we couldn't move north with him because there were too many forces. Yeah, like there's this guy. Let's just get him to the fort or something. Let's actually give this guy new units. We can give him these heavy goblin infantry. So we'll send them out. I want you guys to go up here at the river crossing. And we can grab more goblin infantry, goblin archers, and anyone from Lynn here. Just Snog, I don't really want to train those at this point in the campaign. Oh, we actually have our heavy goblin crossbows. Let's send these guys out to the west. And the Hillmen and Ostsul. We'll camp them here for now in case Enidwythe tries to do anything. Can we actually upgrade this? Oh, we can do it next turn. Okay, that is good to know. We could also just start training an army to deal with Thelor. Captain Hrosku. Yeah, but we also need to take care of Anduin. In fact, yeah, let's actually build up a force here in this fort that we will use to actually fight Thelor. So we'll start training more and more units. I'd like to ideally get a Flame Wrangler for that battle. I think that would be really fun. Let's get the Catapult Maker in Goblin Town. And yeah, I think that will do it for this turn. Is there anything else we could do here? Do we not have a shrine? No, we do. Camp Guard might be useful, but we don't have the population, so let's just get the Grog Hut. And we'll see what happens in the end turn phase. I think we are potentially the faction with the most settlements. In fact, I'm 99% sure we are right now, considering we have so much territory. And we're just ever growing from this. There's currently, you know, discussions in the Discord as well. People are giving Moria new ideas about, like, how to make their campaign better, how to make it more enjoyable, because they seem to have just a generally poor response to people. I mean, I know there's a skew towards the good factions, like everyone wants to play as Gondor, or the Dunedain, or the High Elves, and be the heroes. So the Orcs, I feel like, are generally not played as much. I mean, if I had to guess, I'd say Gundabad is probably the most played Orc faction, just because they're so unique. Actually, no, it would be Isengard. Isengard for miles. It would be Isengard, and then probably Gundabad from there. And then I would guess Mordor would be next, and then Angmar isn't really an Orc faction anymore, so I'm not going to count them. I would throw Dol Guldur and Moria down at the bottom, though. Especially Dol Guldur, there's just nothing to their campaign. There's no, like, scripts or anything. It's just, I mean, you get the Nazgul, and you get the Shadow Knights, but that's really it. There's not really any special flavor to it. Oh, and the Steward of Gondor has died. How unfortunate. Oh, we have a candidate for adoption, Lunmaz. Yeah, we'll take you. Bree can get a Brawler's Pit, we'll take that. Enterprise is expanding. Now, where did Lunmaz come from? You are in Osten Edel. So let's make you a governor over in Fennisdrunen. And Fennisdrunen finish building something. Let's get slave quarters, I don't know, leather worker, practice range. Let's get leather worker. Moria West finished its practice range, so we can get goblin archers. Let's get the archery range so we can get the heavy goblins. And it would also be a good idea to get the slave hull for more recruitment slots after that. So Kalal, keep working on your blacksmith upgrades. And an Anarod leather tanner, it's pretty cheap. Moria East, man, you're making 8,000 gold a turn. Yeah, let's just keep specking you up for money at this point. A fairground will be good. And then Osten Edel, I'll just get a grain exchange. I mean, we have so much money. Alright, so that worked. Most advanced faction, that is us. Now we're going to take this next fresh army, along with the trolls, and I don't know if we can actually leave Bree with Dugra. Oh no, we can. What did he actually get from pillaging Bree? Troop morale, command, looting, and acumen. So that's pretty good. He's turning out to be a very fine general. And that actually hurts all of our income when we take it. We're losing 970 to corruption. Let's merge these units, get the heavy goblins together. Take the catapult, and then all of the full units here. So this next army will move on to sack the Shire. Let's build these watchtowers as we move out. Put these guys in the fort for now. Yeah, Hobbiton, we can reach that next turn. They'll leave Michael Delving, Hobbiton, and the settlement that's down here. Oh, Enidwythe actually has it. They scooped it up, so we just need to grab these two settlements. And yeah, Angmar is actually pushed to the north down, so they hold Dead Man's Dyke. So all the Dunedain would have would be a Numenos. Send our spy this way. Yeah, there we are. Dead Man's Dyke is held by the Angmarim. And we'll keep pulling reinforcements to the west as we can. Shagfak looks like you'll go into Bree. And this is on our land, so we need to take care of these rebels. So we're going to take all of these guys, go into the fort, and use them to attack this army. In fact, we can also take all of these guys. And probably just attack them next turn to get rid of them. Now, we might need to get an alliance with Enidwythe. I don't really want to fight them. But we don't really have anyone near them, do we? Oh, looks like this would be the closest we have is the Fords of Eisen diplomat over here. We'll send him up to Enidwythe. And then I think we just need to move either deeper into the forest or take care of the men of the Anduin here. So Ishgaj, we'll have you fight this this dwarven army. So you move up here. Get up with the forces at Goblin Town, who are going to keep training. We'll let that guy train first because he does take 2 turns, so we'll finish these guys out earlier that way. Ooh, and we have Azog's Defilers. These guys, oh, and Mountain Orc Hunters. Okay, that'll be really good. We're still making 10,000 gold, even though we're training so many forces each turn. Let's put this elite force at the border and send Chieftain Agarog out there and combine his units. So you go down there and then you can take 9 more. So let's take all of the goblin infantry. That's healthy. Let's take the ballista because I am actually becoming a fan of that. And then that gives us 4 more units. Let's just take 4 more infantry, I think, or should we take some archers? We'll take the 3 archers. And then we'll take another infantry. And yeah, then this army can push for Duenberg. While the rest of you guys just meet up with Agarog, or no, our Chieftain Uglag. In fact, we'll actually use this army as like a little goblin tide. We'll use them to reinforce. These Mount Graham Marauders need to be retrained, so we'll just send them back up. I'm amazed that they survived that battle. Oh, we actually have some more trolls here. I'll keep them in the fort for now. We're actually making a little bit of gold from Fenholm. That's not too good. But yeah, Dorguldur is somehow still alive. They have like these settlements down here, so they're still going to try and take out the forces of the Anduin. Although Anduin has 40% Northman culture in Dorguldur, so they are training their own units here. Let's go ahead and end the turn now. And I'm curious to actually toggle the Fog of War and just take a look at the world before we continue. I'll probably do another off-screen section, but I'll save the battle for the Shire. We'll do that because it's always fun to attack Hobbiton. But besides that, the Anduin and the elves will probably just do off-screen. Or we might just go for the dwarves. It's hard to say. We've pretty much reached our victory conditions. I think we just need to take out the men of Anduin. What do the dwarves want? Do you guys want trade? Oh, it looks like they just tried to bribe me, but that feature has been long removed. It is sad that we're only making 600 gold from Bree, but once we take the rebel settlements, that'll fix itself. And of course, corruption does get worse the farther you go, but if we build our public order buildings here, like our barracks and our town halls, we'll be able to cut down that corruption. And if we can get a good general, though, we're not really worried about money, though. We can just keep building troops and capturing territory. Come on, Variags, why is your turn taking so long? There we go. There's also talks to make the Variags Econ to have the option to be a Horde faction at the start of the campaign, which would give them kind of an Ardenheim-esque start. Then we'll get the Brawler's Pit there, why not? We have 2,000 gold from the council, oh that's so nice. But now we can actually upgrade Ostul to an encampment, which means we'll no longer go to this battle map at Ostul. You guys keep moving up to Bree, join up there. I love the roads in Bree because you can move really far. Looks like the bandits actually moved away. Let's see if this works. Clear victory. Perfect. That gets rid of the corruption, and we can get Captain Gazlag. Awesome. He's got management talent, so he'll be a good general for the Breeland also. Koloniak, let's get you an armory just in case Endweth ever thinks about attacking. And we'll get you some better units to defend it. We got a lot of heavy goblin halberds that have finished building. And we got the archery range in Ladris. Now, we could go for the drill square, but that doesn't give us anything new. Dark Temple of Melkor would let us grow our population even quicker here. Let's get the Grog Hut, why not? And then Mount Graham has its blacksmith. So we don't really need anything else up here. I guess we'll just go for the barracks. And then Karis Galadhon has its archery range done, so that'll let us get our heavy goblins once the culture goes up more. I think we just need to go up to 50%. Do we want the Dark Temple or do we want the blacksmith? Look at the blacksmith. I like getting the smithing upgrades everywhere. Fenholm has slave quarters. We can go for the grain exchange next. And Bjorn's Hall finished its Grog Hut, so now we can go for the Grog Hall. And Lungor has a farming overseer. Where are you at? And a troll captain and a troll drummer. That's pretty cool. A huge muscle-packed terror of Morgoth eager to fight. Right, and yeah, I guess we will, how are we doing on time? About 40 minutes in. We could do the attack for the Shire, so let's pull the forces over there. And how would the balance of power look? Oh no, we would clearly destroy that. Alright guys, we're gonna end this video with the sacking of the Shire, and then after that we'll just take a look at the world as it stands. Yeah, the roads in Bree, like, because they start off as like a tier 3 and they let you move so far. If you capture Bree, you can just move all across that region and make it all the way to the Shire in like 1 or 2 turns. It's insane how quickly you move in this region. But welcome to the Shire. Welcome to Hobbiton during Bilbo's birthday party. The day of, as it's about to be set up. I think the year is 3001, so that is almost the year I think that the party actually happens. Because Frodo, like, I think the party happens and then 17 years pass. And Frodo is just chilling in the Shire. Okay, how do we want to do this? I always usually come from this side. Let's go ahead and do that. Make the trolls be in one unit. Let this guy take the forefront of the action, along with some goblin infantry to work as meat shields. Come on, guys, get over here. Alright, we'll send the Snog in first, I guess. Come on, why can't we? Oh, that's so annoying. Yeah, we will just do a strong push from this side of the settlement. And actually, we might be able to get the catapults to fire from the bridge. Can we set up on the other side? Oh, we can, I think. Yes, we can. Okay, that is perfect. So we'll send them here with Orc Hunters to defend it. And then what else does that leave us with? Mountain Orc Hunters, Orc Overseers. Yeah, you guys can go over here. Along with the Wargs. Who else does that leave us with? More Wargs, Azog's Defilers, and the Mount Orc Hunters. We're just going to go in for it. Trolls, let's have you walk instead of running. Are you guys in range? Yep, there we go. Orc Hunters start pulling up now. And have everyone get into combat. We'll let the catapults just fire at whatever they want. The brave Breeland Militia, Farmhand Pikemen, Watchmen Sword Guard, these guys are, I'm a big fan of their design. And even some sellswords here trying to defend the day, but they defend it well, they will not. But defend it to the death, they will. For after this, they have no homes. These are just flowers, these are just flowers hanging out here. Come on, catapults, surely you can hit those, surely you can hit something. Ooh, we sniped Bungo! Where was he? Was he that one man? I think he was that one man and we just sniped him in one go. Now that is amazing. Ooh, and that was a big hit on the Farmhand Pikemen. That's a good unit to hit just because of their defensive capabilities. We killed like 40 in that shot. That's amazing. I'll hit the Snaga up here. Which everyone just get into melee. Our Greenery Riders are fighting our Mountain Orc Hunters, who should have no problem cutting them down. But if we get our Wargs to support, that'll help that battle even more. Get in their Wargs, charge in Orc Hunters. So what are they called? Orc Hunters. It makes it sound like they are hunting the orcs, but they are just orcs that hunt. Come on, Wargs, get deep into the lines. I don't know if Greenery Riders have a bonus versus Cav or not. They have swords, so I'd assume they don't. Yeah, the Wargs should be able to clean them up pretty quickly. Oh, yeah, there they go. Now we do need to start shooting at these Bogard. Oh, we have Merchant Cavalry fighting us. That's okay though, we do have a good counter for that being the Mountain Orc Hunters and the Azog's Defilers. Can we get a charge here? I hope we can. This would be glorious if we can. Come on guys, just do it. Yes, here they come in. Charging straight into the lines of the Merchant Cav, but not doing a whole lot of damage on the charge. That's unfortunate. Must be the armor of the Merchant Cav that just helped him stay alive. This is just a brutal and messy battle. Catapults, I hope they're shooting at these Bogard, because they're doing a lot of damage to us. Looks like we finished off those guys, so let's charge in. Avoid the pikes with our wargs. Here come catapult shots landing into the bowman there. I really love the effects of the flaming ammunition. They have a ballista, so hopefully that doesn't actually do any damage to us anytime soon. They do have journeyman. I bet those guys are going to be doing a lot of damage. Like they have farmhand pikemen there, I think. So let's get the wargs to start shooting at them. Yeah, I'll have these wargs basically pull down the hill and then charge into the back of them. So you watch, it's just the trolls are just fighting the journeymen. Journeymen do have AP, so I wonder if they are actually a good matchup against the trolls. I mean, probably not because their stats are so low. So the defilers did win their battle. Let's go ahead and charge in the warg riders. I'm hoping they can get a good charge here. Come on, lads. No, they won't. They won't get a charge. That's okay though. We will need to stop targeting with the catapults now. Yeah, we'll let the wargs just kind of do their thing. Looks like our general's taking some damage, but that's okay. For the most part, we are just destroying them. Get the Mountain Orc Hunters to counter the Cell Swords, and yeah, this battle is surely going to end soon. We have our Azog's Defilers. They're going to come in from the back and flank into the rest of these wargs here. Not the wargs, the hobbits who are just going to get cut down en masse. Look how tiny they are compared to the warg. Like, the warg's head is as big as his chest. Would not want to be in these hobbits' position today. Alright, Defilers, let's get in there. We truly are defiling them. We're sending them the cattle that we raided on their farmland. Oh, yep, and that's making them rout. That is perfect. Alright, Defilers are going to get into melee now and just cut down the Watchman Bogard en masse. Yep, they are taking a lot of damage. And they are routing. This is perfect. Every unit that routs is just an easier fight for us. I love it how, even though this battle is so messy, it is what the goblins would do. There wouldn't be any order. There would just be chaos. There's nothing that you can do. And I like that. They have the numbers to back that chaos up. It is kind of refreshing to play a faction where you don't need to worry about your casualties as much, because you just know that you can easily train most of them. Yep, and then the Bandover's archers are routing and cowering in fear now. We're able to claim a solid 30 of them before they could actually fight back. Yeah, this battle is over. How are the trolls doing? Oh, let's not fire flaming ammo. That's probably not a good idea. Especially not when we've nearly won the battle. Yeah, 92% are dead. Woo! That actually killed one of our trolls. I told the catapults to stop firing for that reason. Oh, that poor troll, but you know, we paid the troll toll today, as did the enemy. And yeah, this battle is over. We'll just put it on ×6 as we wrap it up. Now the trolls just take him out. And the Shire will be in the hands of the goblins today. Let's capture literally everyone. I don't want to let a single soldier live. And only 386 of our own goblins died today. Catapult got 23 kills there. Is that it? Just 23? Oh no, this one got 120. I was like, because I know we killed a lot of those pikemen. I think this art is, I'm guessing, the ruins of a Dunedain settlement. But that's just me guessing. Perhaps it's a depiction of Fornost or maybe Tharbad. I mean, it could be really anything. This is clearly just some big stone construct that was made, and it's in ruins. I'd assume it's probably somewhere in Arnor, though, because I'd assume Gondor would have more things put together. Alright, and we could exterminate it. We'd kill 2,600 hobbits. Would we really lose anything? I don't think we would. Maybe the herbalist. We'll occupy it. Or no, we'll exterminate it. Let the hobbits know that the new owners of this world are the goblins. And too bad we didn't get any retinue for taking Hobbiton, but that's okay. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and save the game here. Let's take a look at the world and see how things are going all around. So up in the north here, we have the Dwarves of Ered Luin pretty much doing their standard thing. They've pretty much stayed in their homeland. The High Elves are doing the same. They're not really pushing out, although they do have Buzzradoom. Of course, Numenos is the last stand of the Dunedain, but I can't imagine they'll last much longer, considering Angmar is now coming down with the full brunt of their forces. Although the Dunedain also have Bari Donyanak, but that probably isn't going to be lasting for long. And when the Dunedain are gone, that leaves Angmar to send its full forces onto the dwarves of Erdluin. Over here in Kundabad, they are just kind of, they haven't expanded much. They're pushing into the Woodland Realm and into Erebor, but Erebor is kind of pushing back. The Woodland Realm only has a few settlements, and they're all under siege, except for Emin no Fuin. It's the only one that's not under siege right now by the Snow Orcs. We really crippled them. The Anduin, of course, you know, they have what we've seen. They have... Dale is doing well enough for itself. The weakness of Dale is just that its empire has to spread so far out. It's not really consolidated, so they end up spreading themselves thin. Down here in the south, my goodness, Khand, what are you doing? Khand has completely taken out the south. They have Amarun as Thala. Dol Amroth has taken Amon Ithel. That's right, they allied with Dol Amroth, didn't they? Wow. This is like the first time I've seen Khand actually do really well in a campaign. They are fighting Mordor, so Mordor's sending stuff against them, but man, if they take out all of Harad and the Ardenaim, that'll let them, Dol Amroth, and Gondor all focus on Mordor, even though Gondor is actually losing a lot of territory. Mordor is very powerful right now. But with Khand actually taking some of that pressure off and potentially being able to consolidate the rest of its power down here... Are they at war with the Ardenaim? That's actually something to consider. They aren't. They are not actually at war with them. Who is? Where are the Ardenaim? Let's see, Dorinian, Rohan, Dale... They're allied with Harad and Mordor, but they're only fighting Gondor and Dol Amroth. They're not fighting Khand yet, but Khand could easily crush them and just take the rest of this territory. Although, now that I say that, the Umbar, they have a lot of big armies here. Those are some big forces, and a full stack in their capital. So we'll see how this plays out in time. But I do think that with Khand intervening here and potentially getting more forces up, they might be able to really fight off Mordor, especially if they go into the back. But they aren't currently doing that, although they do have a decent stack in Oibamari. If they do send forces into the back of Mordor and take maybe Saragrost and Tharagrondost, or no, Tharaband is what it's called now, and maybe Morrigost, you know, that'll weaken Mordor quite a bit. But yeah, that will go ahead and do it for today's episode, guys. So look forward to this one coming out Thursday, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then we'll get another Dorinian episode out for Friday this week. I want to pump out quite a few more videos. Hey guys, thank you for watching if you've made it this far, and until next time.